Well, Apostle Dr. Lloyd Benson and his lovely wife, Evangelist Delberta Benson, are here. They are recipients of the President's Lifetime Achievement Award, and I told you, he is as sharp as a new knife, and that's okay. We talked off air about how we're going to sell it up the next time he's in here. Let's talk. First of all, welcome to the show. Glad to have you all here. Let's talk a little bit about what this award means. It is because of your community investment and what you do here, and we need so much more of that. Yes. Tell me a little bit about the award.
Well, the President's Lifetime Achievement Award, basically, they value those in the community that give service. And we have brought the spiritual element to the community as far as serving in aids of victims of hurricanes, and not only here in these United States, but across the country. Because this Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award is basically the concept of servitude. What can you contribute to the community, really in the United States as a whole? And we have work that we do in other states, with for feeding the homeless. And also across seas in the islands like Tahiti with orphanage. And in parts of Africa with home for the widows. And so we provide this type of service of volunteer just to help humanity. And that's my major heartbeat of what I do across the country and even in this city.
Evangelist Benson, I'm a big proponent of giving back and being involved in the community. Like I talked with Senator Fields earlier, I do believe in terms of public safety, there has to be enforcement, but there needs to be investment. You got to invest in the people, love on them a little bit. Tell me why this is important to you.
Well, it's very important to me because I've worked with the Lot Carey Foundation, which brought the Harvey Restoration Grant for different families that were, in need. And so it's very important of knowing and seeing what the community needs, and seeing these families going through these different types of disasters, and to be able to bring aid and to be able to bring like a peace and comfort at times like this. It's very rewarding. It's very rewarding.
How do we catalyze or encourage just more people giving or doing? Because I spoke at Rotary one time, and I remember telling the group, people talk about what can the mayor do, what is the chief doing, what is this one doing, and my question is, what are you doing? How do you motivate more of that?
I believe that with spiritual leadership, we have congregations, people that shows up voluntarily every Sunday, inspiring them to have others, which was the main mission of Christ, and that's who we follow example after. And I think that we need to really look into the depth of the need of those who are less fortunate, of those that are going through things that many of them can't even get in assistant government or either from any type of resources. And I think
do you think people feel heard? Do you think people feel heard in terms of what their needs are?
They feel hurt?
Do they feel heard? Do they feel like people like the systems are listening to them?
Well, I think the system are listening, but I think it goes back also to the Bible, where the Bible said we as leaders, spiritual leaders, must be a voice for the voiceless. We must speak of what they cannot get their voice to say. Even though they are there, we can see it, but do they have the access to things that can give them that voice? So we that's in position, we need to be the voice for them. So this is what I have done over the years, is speak on behalf of those that are unfortunate, in need. The community is suffering, even in our cities, with the infrastructure of cities and housing and things of this nature. There are things that we can do to help, as far as from the clersy standpoint.
Well, listen, Dr. Benson has agreed to come back in a couple of weeks to talk with us as we go into the new year. We always do a few segments on perspective, and we're going to talk about 2023, looking back, and then 2024, perspective about that. He's going to come back, but I'll be ready for him next time with that suit. Don't worry. I'm not playing. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Like I said, I'll be ready for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, you guys have a great, safe weekend. Thank you all for watching the show, and don't forget about the podcast. See you next week.